What's up, friends? Happy Friday. I want to talk to you about discouragement. I want to talk to you about how to avoid it because you have things inside of you that you want to make using your phone and using your keyboard and sometimes using things called pens. There's a thing called a pen and paper. Sometimes you use Post-it notes. You are a creator, right? You are a creator. You make things. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're a photographer. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you're a movie maker. You are a creator. You have creative things inside of you want to get out. But you can get discouraged. So I have 7 ways you can avoid discouragement as a content creator. And the reason I know these is because I struggle. Did I mention that I struggle with discouragement? Did I get discouraged? Did I mention that? Because I do. But it's only a problem. Here's a joke coming, ready? It's only a problem on days that end in Y. Other than that, every other day other than those, I am good to go. So what are the 7 ways that you can overcome discouragement to avoid it? The first is do not focus on the worst in the industry, whatever your industry is. There's those people that you just hate. You're like, how are they successful? Like they're a jerk, or they're lying, or their stuff sucks, or whatever it might be. Like you cannot focus on the worst in the industry. You cannot focus on those people because you'll just get jealous of them because there's something about what they do that frustrates you. And so if you focus on them, you're focusing on frustration. Don't do that. Don't focus on the worst in your industry. That will not lead you to a good place. Excuse me. Number 2, don't let jealousy creep in. And when I say creep in, jealousy is like those animals, and they kind of, let me do this. It's like, they're like these animals, and like you kind of, they're over here, and then you kind of come in a little bit, and they come in a little bit, and then come in, and then they're right there. Like they jump in, right? They creep in, and then they just get you. That's the way jealousy is. Because you know what you do? You sign up for a webinar, and you're like, I'm just going to be on here to learn. Then you're like, man, those slides are good. Or you go see someone else's work, and you're like, oh, that's just so good. I could never do that. Right? Or you see their landing page or whatever it is that they do awesome. Like you see that, and instead of thinking, what can I learn from that? Or I'm happy for them, you let jealousy creep in and steal your joy. So number 2 way to avoid discouragement is pay attention to when you get jealous and stop it. Stop it. It's not healthy. The 3rd way to avoid discouragement is remember that they have failed too. I remember this great Q&A with a guy named Chris Guillebeau, Guillebeau. Chris Guillebeau, super smart guy. And someone asked him, Chris, why is everything you do successful? And he just laughed and said, well, that's of course a ridiculous question. Not everything I do is successful. It's just that my failures you haven't seen. And what he means is that you haven't seen the failures because like other things that fail, they fade away. Like, you know that really, really bad movie that was in the movie theaters for like a week? Oh, wait, you don't, because it was only in the movie theaters for a week, right? Or do you remember that launch that like bombed? No, because it bombed, right? Or, you know, like we hear those stories sometimes, but generally, if it's a failure, then you're not going to know about it and it's going to fade away. And so the way you can avoid discouragement is when you look at them and you're getting jealous, you just have to remember, like, they've struggled too, right? Most of the people that you look up to were not handed this gift of success. Like, oh, just, you were born and here's their success. So the 3rd way to avoid discouragement is to remember that everyone has failed. Everyone has struggled with something at some time. So you don't need to be discouraged when you experience your own failure because your heroes have experienced failure. The 4th way that you can avoid discouragement is to insert yourself into their systems. So you're thinking, man, I could never do that. Well, remember that people build systems. Like my friend Brian Harris is really good at building systems. Really good at building systems. And so if you want to avoid discouragement, you think, I'm not that good at systems, then take other people's systems and insert your own products into them, your own ideas. They have these formulas with X and Y's and Z's. You need to insert your own X and Y and Z into their formulas. So the 4th way to avoid discouragement is to insert yourself into their systems because other people are better at systems than you are, right? Like Brian's better at systems than I am. So I put myself in his systems. The fifth way you can avoid discouragement is you have to remember that it's called work. This is really hard. Listen, just because it's hard doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. That would have had so much more impact if I hadn't screwed up. Let me do it again. Listen, just because it's hard doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Work is work. Work is hard. Can you enjoy your work? Sure. Can you enjoy hard work? Sure. But if you want to avoid discouragement, way number 5 you can avoid it is you have to remember when it's hard, you're not doing it wrong. Listen to me. When it's hard, you're not doing it wrong. You don't suck at this. It's just difficult. Here's a quick analogy, metaphor, whatever. You're at the gym, right? And you're lifting weights. I don't ever really do that. But you're at the gym and you're lifting weights. You're running. And you're like, why am I sweating? Because it's hard. Why is this thing so heavy? Because God made gravity. Like, just because it's hard doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. In fact, maybe because it's hard is a sign that you're actually doing it right. So when you're getting discouraged, remember that it's work. It's work. You're not doing it wrong. It's just work. And I know we're supposed to work on our strengths and work's supposed to be fun and yada yada, but sometimes it's just work. It's just hard. So don't be discouraged when it's work or when it's hard. That doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Number 6, you need to build your own unique channel. Listen, I get on Facebook all the time and I see people doing Facebook Lives and I'm like, they're better at Facebook Live than me and they've got better lighting and they don't bump their desk and move their camera around like I do and they have better teeth and they have whatever else, right? But you need to build your own unique channel. Listen, I'm not Casey Neistat. I know, shocker. Like, I watch his stuff and it inspires me to do a better job. Like, I added an intro video. Here, I'll play it real quick. That's my intro video. I made that like this morning. It took me like an hour, probably way too long. But the point is, like, I watch Casey all day long, and instead of just going, I want to be Casey, I'm like, how can I make my stuff better? Right? So you need to build your own unique channel. If you're like, I don't want to be on video, then don't be on video. If you want to be a writer, be a writer. If you want to be a video person in YouTube and podcasts, whatever, but you need to build your own unique channel. So if you want to avoid discouragement, then you need to remember this. You are unique. Your mom was right. You're special. You're a little snowflake. You're a little butterfly, whatever it might be. Okay, you're unique. So build your unique channel, but stop wasting your time saying, I should post to Instagram more. What about this and what about this and what about this? Pick your lanes and stay in them, right? I mean, it is astonishing the number of channels out there. Do I think you should be doing Facebook Live? Yes, I do. Do I want to get better at Facebook Live? Yes, I want to get better. I'm trying to get better. That's why I made this cool intro. I won't play it again, but I'll play it at the end. You need to stay in your lane and pick your channels and stay in them. Hey, do you guys follow me on Pinterest? No, because I'm not on Pinterest. So, don't, make yourself feel bad that you're not on Pinterest, if you're not on Pinterest, all right? Build your own unique channel. The last way that you can avoid discouragement as a content creator is be quick to serve and slow to sell. Quick to serve, slow to sell. At some point you need to sell if you're going to, make money at this thing, but be quick to serve. I understand people want to protect their time, and if people have secret email addresses because they get too many, emails. That's fine. That's fine. I get that, right? But be quick to serve. I think that it's Tim Grahl who told this on a podcast, and my friend Pierce Mars is a big fan of Tim, and I love Tim too. And he said that he's got a post-it that says, "Be relentlessly helpful." Listen, think of your heroes right now. Who are your heroes in the content creation space? Who are they? You've got them in your head, right? Okay, you can put them down below if you want. I don't care. The point is this. They are relentlessly helpful to you. Now, yes, you buy their stuff. You might have taken their course. You buy their books, whatever. But you bought them because they've been relentlessly helpful. So you want to be like your heroes? Step number 1, be relentlessly helpful. Right? Be quick to serve, slow to sell. Right? The people that piss me off, the people I don't like, right? The people that make me angry, and the problem is, the number 1 problem I said is, don't spend your time on the worst. The people that make me mad are the people that are quick to sell and slow to serve. Bait and switch, right? I hate it. I hate it. But I'm going to put my energy here. I'm going to be quick to serve and slow to sell. When I sell, I'm going to sell with confidence, right? I'm working on a new course right now, and I'm going to sell with confidence. But I'm trying to serve and serve and serve and serve. So those are your 7 ways you can avoid discouragement as a content creator. Let me go back through them. Number 1, do not focus on the worst in the industry, right? It's a negative place to go. It's a gutter, right? It's a sewer. Don't go there. Number 2, don't let jealousy creep in. It creeps in, it creeps in, it creeps in, and then it'll get you, all right? Don't get jealous, all right? Everybody's got their stuff. Learn from the people that you're jealous of. 3rd, remember that everybody has failed. Okay, everybody has failed. You probably just didn't see their failures because, they fade away. Failures fade away. Number 4, insert yourself into their systems. If you're struggling with success, find someone else's system and insert yourself into that system so that you can be successful. All right. Number 5, remember that it's called work. Just because it's difficult doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It's called work. All right. Number 6, build your own unique channels. Do it your way. You be you. And number 7, be quick to serve, slow to sell. Thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the outro. God bless. Keep shipping. See ya.